Why, what do you mean only half a face? Rawr! Where's the other half?
Hey guys, what's happening? So today I'm going to be carving this cottonwood bark, a wood spirit, okay? I'm going to make it so everything's going with the wind off to this side, okay? Today is a wood spirit day for me. I'm going to carve these quickly, and you know, these are big sellers for me. Like, I'll carve this in 5 minutes and I'll sell it for 20 bucks. You know what I mean? So I got these ones lined up. So I want to give a page a shout out. That's a fellow. His site is the Home Handyman. Okay, I'll put a link to his site in the descriptions below. He did some videos. He started carving a wood spirit, and he did some videos on the different type of flex shafts. This is the Fordham SR series. My Dremels, and this is the cheap Win. Right, I got a Dremel 4300 here. You know, he did some videos on these tools, type of tools. He's got what's the name of the he's got a master carver like this too, like the Fordham SR. And yeah, this is the industrial model. He does talk about the industrial model. The industrial model is just the flex shaft itself, okay guys? Since I've switched over to the industrial model, I haven't broke anything. When I had because I'm such heavy hands and I'm hard on tools and I carve fast and deep, when I first got my Fordham or my Dremel, I broke the inner shafts because there's an inner shaft in here all the time. I got videos how to repair them in my playlists, okay? So since I went to the industrial model, I haven't broke it yet. I use the Kutzall burs, guys. And, you know, there's different brands. There's two different brands. There's Kutzall and there's that Sabertooth. They're both good brands. I just choose Kutzall because they seem more aggressive to me, and they seem, for me, because I'm such heavy hands, they last longer. Okay? This is the brand I go with, and there'll be a link in the description down below. Where to buy the Kutzall burs, and if you use the code CFusion, you'll save yourself 5%. So this is an industrial shaft model, okay? So when you go to industrial shaft, this part here, you have to buy the industrial handpiece for it too. You can't just buy the shaft and think your old key drive inner shafts that will fit this, okay? Maybe the Home Handyman can make another video on that. I'm not too sure because he talks more slower and more understandable than me, okay? So you can get different size shafts, hand pieces. This is a pencil one, right? This, I'm holding my phone so I can't take this off, but you pull this down, take this hand piece off. This is a 1/4 inch hand piece. And then you can put the 1/8 hand piece, another Kutzall burr in there too. Okay, so I think I'll make my video today. My go-to tool is a Dremel flex shaft. It seems like it's got more power. Maybe not more torque, but more speed, okay? And I'm a speed carver. So I'm going to use this piece and carve a wood spirit with this hand piece today. I've already cleaned the outside of the harder bark with this, okay? And Damon, out there in California, wherever you are, I know you're becoming a wood hoarder and you're looking for all different sorts of wood in the woods and driftwood and stuff like that. But a good way for you to tell as a beginning wood carver if the wood is good or not, take a screwdriver with you into the forest and see how far you can stick the piece in there. You know what I mean? If the screwdriver goes like that deep into the wood, this deep, that's how much wood you should take off before you even start carving. Just remove that wood. You know, this is a solid piece of wood, you can see, right? Stabbing it hard. But if it goes in there about that deep, that's how much wood you should take off before you even think about carving that wood, because that wood is punky and it's rotten and it's no good and you're wasting your time. Okay? So let me get set up here to start carving. Once again, guys, the Home Handyman, his channel, check it out though, because he's very descriptive on these kind of hand pieces and the tools he uses, and he talks a lot slower than me and more informative. You know, he's a metal worker. He's a welder. He does lots of metalworking projects too that are pretty cool, like horseshoe kind of things and wine holders and stuff like that. And he's really good at making signs too. So I've made a few signs in my day. I'm not a big fan of them if you saw my last video, but watch his signs videos. Really simple and easy tips, and I'm actually going to use a couple of them, the tools that he uses to make his signs and stuff like that. So his link will be for his page will be in the description. The Home Handyman. Check him out. Hey guys. So today I'm going to carve a wood spirit in this piece of cottonwood bark. I've cleaned a bunch of them up, and I'm going to be carving a bunch of wood spirits today. These are big sellers for me, so I'd sell a smaller piece like this for 20 bucks and I can carve them pretty quick. Cottonwood is pretty soft, guys. You know, if you're just new to wood carving and you're on wood scavenging hunts and trying to find like dead wood, dry wood's the best wood to carve in my opinion, guys. Take a screwdriver with you or something pointy, and when you're in the forest or on the beach, always poke the wood, make sure it's hard. Okay, if it's not hard, and your screwdriver goes in this big, and it goes in this deep, that's how much wood you need to take off before you start carving, because you're just carving junk wood. That's for you, Damon. Don't carve funky wood. Okay, so on this wood spirit, I already got drawn in. I kind of saw a vision. So it's going to be like half. I've already taken this outer bark off with my Kutzall bit. My Kutzall link will be below, guys, on the different burs I use, right? I use all Kutzall burs. And in the description, you'll get a link to the website, and use the code CFusion to save 5%. I'm going to be using the Fordham industrial model pencil style flex shaft, okay? This is a smaller bit. So this is the 1/8. I got to put that burr more in there. And this is the 1/4 inch, okay? This is the industrial model stuff. You have to buy new hand pieces when you switch over to the industrial model. You don't need to buy a new machine. You just got to buy the whole new shaft part and hand pieces, okay? So let's start carving. So I'm going to carve half a face. All this is going to be, I'm going to keep this good, and I'm going to carve all this out so it looks like, you know, he's, whatever. You'll just see half a face carved on this side. Not here. I'm going to leave this all like he's kind of rotting in the tree or something like that. you see what happened there? I was carving and my piece was sticking way too far out. Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention, okay? But when this is how these work, these ones. Okay, you got a pin there, right? You put this little thing in there. I got this attached to a screwdriver. Comes with the kits when you buy the piece. Spin it so it slots in there. Okay, so it's in there. It's all the way through. I should have checked my bit before I started carving. Don't carve with your bit way out here like I was doing. That's wrong. Your bit can start oblogging and spinning like this. And that's hard on the bearings in your shaft, and it's hard on the burrs too. Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention. But always put it tight in, or you can pull it a little out too. But if you want to save your hand pieces and your burrs and your bearings and your hand piece and stuff like that, that's the proper way to do it. Okay, tighten that up good. There. Sorry about that, guys. That's my silliness and heavy hands. That comes with heavy hands, what I just did there too. Heavy hands. Ooh. You can see how I keep taking the sides of the face deeper and deeper and deeper, right? The deeper you go in your carvings, guys, the better they're going to look. Things like this, getting your bit in there, this is where you can really lock it up and break your shaft. So make sure if you're carving hardwood, you don't lock it up in there, because that's what will break your shaft. to drive the eyeballs in. Round the edge off. Okay guys, at this point, this is where I sit down, enjoy my coffee, have a smoke, go outside, have a smoke, and look at my piece and decide how I want to change it. I think it looks pretty proportionate right now. But so what I'm going to do when I come back is I'm going to cut in the beard hairs with my roto zip, okay? Oh yes, it focused. Okay, this is a wall tile cutter bit. I say it in all my videos. You can buy, I live in Canada, so you can buy these at Home Depot or Canadian Tire, but any of your major hardware stores will sell these. Just look in the Dremel department. They're usually right there by the Dremels. Okay? 1/8 shaft. Wall tile cutter. 1/8 shaft. Carbide. Okay, you can see the flow. I got the beard hairs the way I want them to go. So I did them in pen so you guys could see. But get a pencil, guys, and draw the flow of your hairs. So I'm going to do like long, slow cuts down here, right? One cut all the way across here. One cut all the way down here. And then once all my cuts are in right beside each other, that far apart, then I'll cross them over. Make them look split up like it's blowing in the wind, right? What you looking at? Okay guys, I had to switch over to my Dremel flex shaft because it has more speed. The Fordham has more torque. This has more speed, works better for these bits. And this bit's friggin' dull. Okay guys, so I'm done all my carving. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Dremel flex shaft at a very low speed. Okay, let's show you here. Low speed with a flap sander that I made on a 1/8 nut and bolt. I got a video on my playlist how to make this cloth back emery cloth pads, okay? And I'm going to go nice and slow and just slowly sand everything down, okay? Nice and slow, guys. Okay, you see how well worked that is? How it worked that well? Jesus, how well that worked. So all I have to do is some touch-ups in the mouth there now. And that's nice and smooth. Okay, I'm going to sign your pieces, people! I'm going to drill a little hole here so it can hang on the wall. Nice flat back for the wall. And that will be it. Okay, so I'm going to stain this piece. So what I normally do is just make my custom Carving Fusion paint tray, dollar store paint. Okay, I paint in the eyeball, in the pupil itself. Okay, I paint there. I paint in the nostrils, just a little bit, and in the mouth, because it will highlight the staining. So there's the eye done. There's a nostril done, and now for the mouth. That would have helped if I blew all the sawdust out of there. And this little bit of nostril. Kind of rotting away, right? So I'm going to let this paint quickly dry. I'm going to let it quickly dry, and then I'm going to stain it with Minwax poly shield. Okay, so there you go. So that when you stain it, the stain's going to be dark stain, but this will be the make it even darker. Okay, guys, so the paint's pretty well dry inside the mouth and everything. So now, if you ever want to, I created this paint mixer, Carving Fusion paint mixer. If you want to know how to make it, just send me an email and I'll teach you how to do it. Carving Fusion paint mixer right here. So this is this Polyshade Minwax. I think the color is Espresso. Okay. Oh yeah, let's use that paint mixer a bit more here. Okay, so let's slap this stuff on. I should have my gloves on, but once again, I've run out. I don't have any. Just slap her on there. You can wipe off the extra after, guys. You could also use just simple simple stain. That's it, stain. Jeez, man. So I'm trying to not make it, I'm trying to keep this side clear of the stain stuff, right? So just be careful, guys. I rush things. I know. So around the edge here, so it doesn't bleed out, I just wipe that stuff off quick, right? Anyways, you can see how I'm doing it. Okay, so there it is, done. So, yeah, I just rubbed that stuff on, and I rubbed it really good with a cloth so you can see the wood grain in there. So I don't think I'm going to be sanding the high points, okay? I think you can already see they're highlighted anyways. So Damon, out there in California, the new wood spirit carver. I know how much you love it, man, and you love carving the wood spirits, but this one's for you. I'll be talking to you on Facebook, and we'll be mailing this one out to you, buddy. Yeah. Okay, I hope everybody's good, and be happy when you're carving, and believe me, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? When I first started, I suck. Some people might think this one sucks, but I don't. I love it. And you just got to keep at it and keep at it, and the more you do every one, you'll see progress. Keep the new wood spirit carver pictures coming, guys, because I got 50 pictures. Once I hit 100, I'm going to make a new wood spirit carver video number 2. So right on, keep them coming. CanadianOneDude@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Right on.